So I'm pretty new here at Kittl. I actually share a space, Drew, right across from each other. Drew. Pretty cool. I've got these like wooden slats and this lamp and this kind of hedge thing behind me. I still think it's a little bland. So today I was gonna make some posters to go behind me. Gonna be honest, I already made one, but I was like, I'm an idiot. I should have recorded this. I'm gonna bring you guys along for the next 2. So it's gonna be 3 total. So we can jump into the editor really quick. This is the first poster that I went with. I did a different style poster and then I just scrapped it and went with this because I found myself kind of copying a design style versus doing what I want to do. And I do really like the minimal utilitarian style, super clean text with maybe an image that you can see go over top of shapes and things like that. Super minimal, really, really clean. It's probably my favorite design style. Here you can see I've got Kittl YouTube Winter 2023 to 2024. My thought is that I can do 3 posters each season of the year that go behind me. It would be a cool, fun video for you guys to follow along with. Down here, I just really like cool mid-century modern looking chairs. I just think that they're really cool. I would love to have one someday if I had a space to put it. I really like the way that they look in posters and designs and mock-ups and whatnot. I'm just like, man, it's cozy. Like I could sit in that chair next to that plant and that would just be real nice. Got a couple of different shapes and text. And then this I pulled from our just photos panel. AI background removal was very nifty there. These chair icons came in absolutely clutch because this is definitely the style. I want to do a t-shirt design or maybe even like a trucker hat with this chair. I think it's helpful to look at this because at least I've seen, and the way that I want to do this is I want to have all 3 posters use the same fonts, colors, and general design style. That being said, it looks like we have 2-3 colors going on, this off black, this kind of beigeish tan color, and then just flat white. Those are my 3 colors that I'm working with for this project. And then obviously the theme we're going with is this like mid-century modern chair, utilitarian, minimal kind of art style. I had a little fun with some elements down here. The search for the perfect chair. Do like witty, fun text, like text. I love text in designs and I never know what text to use. So this was the text that I landed on for this. Now it's just the theme for my posters for this season is the search for the perfect chair. So all 3 of them are gonna have chairs. I repeated that text here too, as well as Kittl YouTube Winter 2023 to 2024 is just a reflection of up here. And then some iconography that I have down here. This is a combination of a couple of different elements going on. So this is the first poster. We're just gonna see what happens with poster number 2 and 3 live. We're gonna tear it up live right now. So I'm going to just start a completely new project, poster small. These are 16 by 20 inches. It's really helpful to pull inspiration from other places. The main place that I use, and I know a lot of designers use, is Pinterest. And that's where I even got kind of the idea for this poster was on Pinterest, looking at this design right here. Oops. If I scroll down, I might even be able to find some other things that look similar that I could incorporate. So I found this. I really do like this. It's a little different. Colors are different. It's a little darker in tone, but I really like the big title element with the star, and the curving in the typography reminds me of the Familiar Grotesque font that I used for my first poster. So I think I'm gonna go with something like this. Has a lot of accent text, which I have another video coming soon that talks a lot about typography trends, and one of them is accent text, and this is a perfect example of accent text being used in a design. So I think I'm gonna go with something specific like this for my middle poster of the 2 because it's very like bold and demanding, and the other 2 can be more airy. The first thing that I'm gonna do is get my background color here. So let's copy and paste that in here. Lovely. All right, so if we look at our reference, we've got a big star right in the middle. Kittl has loads of stars that we can use for this. This one looks perfect to be our black color. Copy and paste that in there. Then it'll be really cool to have our text be in white because it's just enough contrast to the background, but a lot of contrast to the star, so it creates a really nice depth of field, I think. So I'm gonna hit T to add my text block. I went with the Familiar and Grotesque font. Let's change this color to white, and let's just say the search for. I'm gonna adjust this text block a little bit. Close that gap a little more. I think I was using -20. Oh my gosh, not -300. Let's see what 3 looks like. Size this up. The search for the perfect chair. Sheer. So I really like the way that this text sits, because it's not like pyramid shaped where it's like the first line is kind of short and the next line is a little bit longer and the next line is longer than that. I really like it when it's either like sandwiched to where the first line is long, the middle line is small, and the last line is long, or the opposite, small, long, small. So it sits a lot nicer than just like a pyramid shape. Can be kind of awkward unless you're playing with like triangles and stuff that you could really play off your geometry in the design with. That would look really nice. I don't want to do that. So these are my two main text elements that I'm going to go with. What I like to do is I like to select both. If I'm trying to align two things, I'll select both of them, Command G to group them, and then I can use my alignment tools to make sure that they're perfectly centered. And then when I'm done, I click Command G again to ungroup them, and now they're individual from each other and I can edit them again. So it's just a little group thing that you can use to align your text together. So the next thing I want to do is find a cool chair. I don't want to just reuse the first chair again. I think it would be cool to showcase a couple of different chairs. So I'm going to go into my photos panel. I typed in mid-century chair before and it took me quite a while to find that one. So I'm wondering if I need to change my text prompt. Ooh, I do like this one. Let's see how our background remover does. Perfect. Wonderful. I'm going to play around with this until I find something that looks nice. I actually like this a lot. I deleted my star, which I should have just drug it over to the side because I might want to still use it. So I'm going to go back to my elements panel, star, drag this boy back in, and I'll make this the color that it needs to be. Just thinking about possibly putting this behind. So if I send this to the back, it doesn't look bad. It's a little difficult to read the text. Another thing that we can do is if you double click on your image, it brings up your crop window and you can just crop it and then you'll be able to know if it's centered or not. Y'all are really getting a live experience here. Boop, bop, beep. See, optically centered and actual center are two very different things. I'm always going to go off of what optically looks centered. And if I try that with this, you can see if I center this, it still looks kind of unbalanced because there's a lot of weight in the middle of the picture that I want to bring down in the design. And I still want a little bit of the word forward to pop up over my chair. So this feels a lot better. So I do like this. Now that I've changed the color of the star and it has way less just weight pulled into the middle and it's less conflicting with the photo and it's more just a pop behind the chair, I like it a lot better. So now if I go look at my reference, I have got a bunch of accent text going on here. Maybe I can use that black color for the accent text. Hit T again. Let's make sure we're using the right font. I'm gonna make this kind of small. If I just grab this, copy, paste. That's also handy. You can just copy and paste between tabs. It's wonderful. So now I've got a little bit of accent text going on. I'm gonna do the same thing and I'm gonna group these. Command G, align, ungroup, and now I'm good. So I think I'm gonna use something similar to this luxurious script text that I've got down here. I'm gonna copy this, bring this over. Kittl, YouTube, what does that say? YouTube, winter 2023 to 2024, that would be the next year. So I'm actually gonna go back and pull this text from that poster and put it over here. And I like that script weight that it has at the bottom. I might make it a little bit smaller. I've also got a stroke on this text right here. If you go to your effects panel, click on the third effect, make sure the offset is at 0 and the angle is at 0, or on this it's -180. And then you can add a little bit of outline to your text just to beef it up. I'm gonna steal this, the Kittl YouTube winter 3 to 2024. 4. I'm going for accent text, not legible. Like, I don't want somebody to walk in the room and be like, that's some nice text. I just want it to be there and have a little bit of weight and be more of an accent element. So that's starting to look really nice. I know I want to have some bigger text blocks, and this is the issue that I run into when I want to do text blocks. I don't know what words to use. So my thought is I can just, if I'm playing with mid-century modern chairs, I can just go to Google and like find a quick blurb about mid-century modern chairs, like a paragraph or two, copy and paste it in, and we can work with that. Of course, took me directly to shopping. This is perfect right here. Okay, I know that I want this to be kind of small, so I'm gonna take this text block down here, and I'm gonna make this all caps, adjust the sizing a bit. Might actually wanna put this in the center. This is the really fun part, looking at it and trying to figure out why you don't like it. Now we've got, it's like a title element up top. So the only thing that's sticking out to me right now that doesn't feel good, I like the size that the text on the sides occupies, but I don't like that it's a different font weight than my other accent text. So I'm gonna make those the same. And I'm just gonna delete this, do this so that they're the same. That right there. Option drag to duplicate. Best command ever. That's already feeling a lot better to me. So I looked at this for like 2 minutes straight and couldn't understand, something was off about it. So the top text that says the search for the perfect chair and then the Kittl YouTube winner bit, I just flipped them and now it feels better because it's like big line, small line at the top, so it's facing upwards. Now if I change this text back to black, we've got our first poster here and our second poster. So the thing that I'm noticing is there's a lot more black on the first poster than I did than this one. I'm okay with this. I wanted this one to be the center poster of the 3. And so the only thing that I need to make sure that I do is make the third poster a lot more black heavy so that they look good sequentially next to each other. Let's go back to Pinterest and try to find another reference. I'm gonna follow this trail here, see if it leads to anything. I do like this a lot. This might open up an opportunity for me to put 2 chairs in this one, and that would be kind of cool. So I've got my first poster here. This is my second. We need to open up a new project. Same thing as before. I'm going to copy and paste in my background color. If we look at our reference, we've got kind of like a rounded square shape and an oval shape. My sister-in-law is currently talking about her kombucha upstairs.
Hey, do you want to try this? It's like pineapple, mango.
This is pineapple mango?
Rosemary, or no, sage and thyme.
It's fizzy.
It's so fizzy.
I like the flavor of this one. You seem to be getting the fizziness down.
Thank you.
That's fire.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, that was lovely. Still looking for chairs. Change up my search a little bit. Now, but see, now it's giving me pictures of like people. You know you've landed yourself in a design niche when Unsplash isn't giving you the correct chair picture that you want to use. I do like this one. I'll hold out hope. I found it. So now I'm just going to flip this, size this how I want it. Somewhere around right there looks nice. Oh, that's nice too. Dang it. I like the colors of this one a lot. Maybe this one? I do like that one a lot better. I also think I'll like this shape when it's the correct color. Now this kind of feels a little wonky to me, so this might be another situation where being technically off center feels more center because optically it looks better. I'm gonna copy this text block from this design and put it in here. Make sure I bring this to the front. Right justify this maybe. I'm gonna put this behind the chair. Ungroup all this, bring this to the front, and take this. Let's see how this feels. Put this in front again. I like that quite a bunch actually. That's starting to look pretty sick to me anyway. Could do this, but then there's like a little bit right here that you can see, or if I do this, there's a little bit down here that's poking out in this corner right here. And so I found that the perfect sizing was somewhere around here so that I just have really clean breaks in between elements to work with. I might try making this text black again, back. Let's change this to white and see how it feels. Here's my first, my second, and my third poster design. I'm gonna get them printed so we can put them up on the wall and see how they look. So the posters are up and I am really liking them so far. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for the spring run of posters down in the comments. As always, you'll be able to find these templates on Kittl. We'll link those down for you below as well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and enjoyed this quick tutorial. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.